Hello and welcome back to Rawslowgaming and our Let's Play series here in Football Manager 2019 with the Bath City Football Club, where we're trying to take them to the top of the Premier League. So far we're 5 seasons in on our 3rd season here in a very National League, and we're finally doing quite good and have a decent team here. The next game coming up is against AFC Vilde, who are 11th in the league, and we are at home, so hopefully should be a decent game here for us with a good chance. And before we get into that, remember to smash that like button if you enjoy the content here. It's really the best way for you to show that you enjoy the content, and it's greatly appreciated by me and also by YouTube. So remember to smash it if you like it, and also if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button as well, so you should not miss out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily. So according to the bookmakers here, we are slight underdogs, but actually it's very even Steven game against Vilde, and hopefully we can come away with something good, especially after these last couple of games where we are on a really strong form and very effective with what we're doing. So very exciting for that, and hopefully we can get away with a good result here. So let's check out the tactics and the lineup for this game. So actually it was just 2 games since the last game, so we'll probably have quite a lot of players that are tired now, and we should maybe switch around quite a few players. Yeah, exactly. So we have basically our whole defensive line who are tired, so we'll have to put some other players in. So we'll have to play University, who are not at all match fit, but that's really what we can do. And play maybe Merch instead of Bolton as well, and definitely need to switch out De Havilland and Iverson. And let's see here, we need to put someone in instead of Sangster, so we'll do that, and we'll play Gray instead of Iverson. I think at least. So let's see here. So midfield left, he's the second best, and O'Connor of course is the player that we want on the right wing here instead of Oibode, who's very tired, and we actually need a midfielder here as well instead of De Havilland, but we don't really have that on our hands here actually. Since all players were playing in the under 23s that we could use. So I think De Havilland will have to play here, and then we'll put in Stewart or Iverson a little bit later. So we'll go to the match here with quite a B team actually, but hopefully we can do decent anyway, and should be the same trouble for Vilde with quite a few players that are tired. Should have had the match time same time as us, and yeah, definitely got a few players that are tired here. Starting very poorly here for us in the 7th minute, a goal here for Vilde on a very good free kick and a one-touch finish there. So crossed by Lalkovic and Ogbena with a good finish there, and unfortunately our keeper not really getting to that ball there, but hopefully we can take things back here. So we'll start shouting, I guess, with show some passion and things like that, and we will not do the opposition thing. And we got a free kick there by Charles, and it's just outside the goal there, unfortunately. And Gray there with a light injury, so we'll put in Iverson instead. And another highlight, Poncelli with the ball here on the left hand side, and passes into Gray, and Gray with the cross to Charles with the shot, and he hits the post unfortunately, and it's outside. So no goal there, and we'll start shouting, show some passion, and the man more is what I were going to say, but didn't have the chance. Chance here with the corner, and it's a goal by O'Connor here, and for Bath City, and making things all equal here in the 39th minute, so a few minutes before the end of the first half, so that's good. Very good time to make that equalization. And we have Jordan with a very bad rating, so I guess he's to blame for the first goal. Bath with another corner, and it's another goal here for Bath City, taking the lead here before the end of the first half, actually in the 44th minute, and a nice goal there by de Havilland. It looked like a bit of pinball, but let's hear on the replay. So O'Connor, and I guess the Havilland were on the goal line there, taking care of the ball, so to say. And we actually get another highlight here before the end of the first half, so we'll see what happens here. I can only with the ball passes to someone, and the ball unfortunately intercepted there, and intercepted again by us, by Charles, and the ball now to O'Connor here on the right hand side and crosses in toward Adloy, and unfortunately not getting to him. O'Connor with a second chance, and he hits the top bar and the ball to Iverson, and we are still very much in play here, and to Charles, and the shot is blocked there unfortunately, and we should have the end of the first half here, and the second, there it is. So the scoreline after one half, 2-1 for Bassett versus Filde. Shots 17-10, shots on target 10-6, possession 60-40%. So quite crazy game here actually, and very good end of the first half there for us, and almost 3 goals actually in the last 5-10 minutes. And overall a very exciting game, and overall feel like our players have been doing pretty good as well. We do have Jordan, of course, who's doing quite poorly, and with that goal, I guess, that's actually his check here. Yeah, exactly, about the mistake, so we'll say that to him. So he got heavily penalized for that. Other than that, it all looks pretty good from our players, I'd say. And we'll continue the game here and see if we can manage to keep this together. And substitution will be here pretty soon in the second half, since we have a lot of players who are tired, and Jordan, I think, is a player that will switch out as well. So probably will be some quite early substitutions. And Merch there with a terrible mistake, and it's a goal by Filde there, unfortunately, and actually an own goal by Akinola, and the game is all equal again here, unfortunately. And Merch definitely to blame here, getting dispossessed in the penalty area actually, and Akinola running into the ball. Not much better there either, so we'll need to do some substitutions here. They have need to be switched out, and Jordan and Merch should be that as well, so we'll have to do something. So we'll switch out Jordan, who has a yellow card as well, and we'll switch out de Havilland and put in Carl Stewart, and he's playing the same position or role and everything, so we'll go with that, and hopefully we don't get a red card or any injuries or anything like that here in the remainder of the time, since we have used all our substitutions here already in the 60th minute. And Filde here with a chance or a highlight, passing back and forth just outside the penalty area here on the left hand side, and the cross is in, and it's a goal for Filde here, unfortunately, and it's another own goal, or actually it's been disallowed there for pushing another player or keeper somehow. I don't quite understand what happened there, but we're glad that it wasn't allowed anyway. Next highlight here in the 71st minute, the ball going back and forth at the moment, and actually a second yellow card here for Ogbene, so Vilde will play one man short here for the last 20 minutes or so. So we'll move up here to very attacking, we'll shout demand more and show some passion here if we get a chance to shout that. So last highlight of the game here, maybe in the 87 minutes, a shot from Vilde, but it's quite clearly over the bar. No, another highlight here in the 88 minutes, passage with a throw-in to Merch, I believe, and the cross is in to Stewart, but it's cleared unfortunately, and a chance here for Vilde to make a counter-attack, but they are slowing the pace down. We'll see here the ball to Iverson intercepting the ball, passing to Akinola up towards our strikers, but not really getting anywhere, and the ball now to Vilde with a ball towards their strikers, but not really getting anywhere, so down to our keeper, and the ball to Vilde in their defense again, and in their midfield, and a new long ball that is Finn, and the ball to Iverson here on the left hand side towards Ponticelli where it's the goalkeeper, and it's a goal here for Bath City in the 89th minute, and hopefully that will be the decisive goal here for us, completing this win hopefully. So a very good finish by Ponticelli again, and yet again another one-touch finish there by Ponticelli. Very, very nice stuff there. And seconds to go here, and Stewart with a free kick, and it should be very good and almost another goal, or actually at least a pretty dangerous chance, I'd say. That were how it looked at least. And we should have the final whistle here in a second. Just now, basically waiting for it. O'Connor with the ball here on the right hand side, and we actually get another goal here for Bath City, making this goal in 4-2. And the final whistle should definitely be here on the kickoff, at least, I guess. And very nice goal there actually, with the chance and O'Connor and Ponticelli, and chance there again, and getting that goal well deserved. So final whistle should be now. Come on, referee, give us the final whistle. And there it is. So the final scoreline for Bassett versus Vilde is 4-2. Shots 21-17. Shots on targets 13-8. Possession 55-45%. Overall, our players doing really well, but Jordan and Merch there getting for one mistake each, basically making the game very exciting there, and that disallowed goal as well. So definitely a super game that as well so far, or not as well. We said that after the first half, and yeah, we almost had another goal in the end of the first half also. So yeah, very, very nice. So 1190 attending the game, which is pretty nice. Gray out for 2 to 3 days, that's on the right, and we'll praise Charles for his performance there. We didn't check the table, but we are still in second place, I believe, after that match. Next game coming up, yeah, we are in second place. It's now 3 points off from the league leader, so taking back some points from them, which is nice. Next game coming up is against Boreham Woods as an away team though, but they are last in the league, so hopefully it should be a pretty good game for us. And 4 players named in Team of the Week, which is very nice. Charles is in the need of a long rest actually, which is potentially quite bad for us. We have Stewart and Wharton on Oval, who are quite unhappy with the lack of first team football. And we have some play personality changes, which is good, and we have some form recognition recognition like we should do. So we'll do just that for Barrett, Aloy and Charles as well. And we'll continue here towards the game against Boreham Woods, and after that we'll switch back quite a few players there, and if possible we'll maybe rest Charles here for the upcoming game. Should be maybe a good option to do that, especially against Boreham Woods, which should be easy picking for us. So we'll see if we can't manage to let him rest for this game. And background staff, that's alright. We know that we are missing quite a few players that we want, but that's fine. And yeah, we want better youth facilities, that is true, but we don't have the cash to carry that improvement out, unfortunately. And we'll get a financial update here for August. Hopefully we have done pretty good here, but actually we didn't, with a loss here of 21k. And yes, you see we are more or less just breaking even, and barely that, I'd say. Confidence with the board is very, very high, which is nice, and the coaching resting room atmosphere is going up here, which is very, very good, and managerial support as well. And we'll, as usual, react here for Charles, especially when they are offering below the value that we are not even requesting the actual value of the players. We'll not add the team instruction to get stuck in, but we'll push higher up, and we'll see if that works out for us here in the match against Boreham Woods. And we are pretty clear favorites here finally against Boreham Woods, and decent training again with 7.12. So let's see here if we actually get any improvements ticking in here. Oliver and Oyabody improving a bit. Nothing really more to note here, what I can see at least. Jordan improving a bit as well. It's nice. We have Stuart and Genovese to complain about. So we'll do just that. Couldn't for Stuart, unfortunately. So we'll go and check out the tactics here. Or not the tactics, with tactics we already changed there, sort of. And yeah, that's how it should be. That's why I didn't recognize it, so to say. And yeah, yet again, it's been messed things up here. Don't know why. So it's like, is it like different things? It must be, or something like that. So we'll let the game pick for us, and we'll switch place for Poncelli and Aloy and Ivison and everything like that. Yeah, seems fine. Charles should be maybe resting, so we'll see if we can't manage to fix that. We don't really want O'Connor on the bench. We'll have Lundström, we'll have Tavares, we'll have Oliver, and actually I think we'll play, let's see here, yeah, Lundström will play you instead of Charles here. And Lundström, what do you want to play as? Support and or central midfielder, defend? Yeah, sure, we can play you like that. That's fine. And I will have, do we want, Yeah, we want Stewart on the bench instead of Lundström. Why can't Lundström play? Have I missed something? He's actually on loan, so that's of course it's true that he can't play if it's on a loan. So central midfielder support. So let's see, have we any other option? Thanks there, yeah, but he's on international, and Luke Ray is really not that fit, so I guess this is the lineup we'll play with nonetheless. So let's go to the match here and see what we can make out of this. Hopefully another win, that would be very, very nice here. So first highlight like this is almost never anything special, so just get it over with which we got there. First chance here in the 15-minute shots with a cross on a free kick, and it's straight into the hands of the keeper, who are showing pretty safe hands there, but pretty close to a good chance as well, I guess. And we'll see here what happens if Boreham Woods gets anything coming up here on the left hand side, and the cross is in, and it's a goal for Boreham Woods here, unfortunately, in the 5th minute, and not at all the start we wanted here in the game. Looking quite like last game, where we did have trouble in the early minutes, but managed to win the game 4-2 after full time. So hopefully this is something similar, and we will be able to more or less run the opposition, just run through the opposition, so to say, here after that chance. And a free kick there, and hitting the top bar from Boreham Woods, almost taking a 2-0 lead there for Boreham Woods, and we are definitely not getting really anywhere here so far in the game, it seems like. At least not with chances, but here we are in the 26 minutes, and finally a good chance here, maybe for Bath City. The ball to De Havilland, to Iverson here on the left hand side. Iverson passes into De Havilland, and he hits the top bar and somehow managed a more or less open goal. Don't know how that happened. Very frustrating actually here. And next chance here in the 31st minute, the ball to Bolton here on the right hand side, passes to Charles, passes to Oibode, and will he cross? No, he passes to Charles here, and a second yellow card will be what the referee will decide here, I guess, against March for Boreham Woods. So they will be playing with one player short here, so we will go up to very attacking here, I think is the good option to do for us. So another highlight here in the 38th minute, Oibere with the cross, and the cross is intercepted, and the ball to Iverson just over the bar there with the shot. And we are now closing in here on the end of the first half. And that's it. The scoreline is 0-1 for Bassett versus Boreham Woods. Shots 72, shots on target 1-1, possession of 67-33%. So definitely not happy with the effectiveness here in this game. We have been very effective in the last couple of games, but not the case here. Not hitting the target nearly enough that we want. Possession is very good though, can't complain about that. And let's have a look here on the players. So no real players that should be complained about really that much, but we'll do a small complaint here to Ponticelli, that we are not that happy with his performance, and that will be everything. And the only thing that did unfortunately is to demotivate a player in the defense or midfield, I believe. Didn't check that too thoroughly, really. We'll just try to get in as many shots as possible here, I guess, and make some good substitutions. And a very good chance here by Boreham Woods, and it's another goal for Boreham Woods here in the 46 minutes. First chance in the second half, or actually first hurt anything really in the second half after a very poor defending here and a very good counter and a very bad miss there from Akinola, is it? I do believe it's Akinola there that missed that header to clear that chance. And no one really get punished for that goal, what I could see in the ratings at least. And a new highlight here in the 54th minute, and Boreham Woods with another chance, and they hit the post there on the counter attack. Oh Jesus, definitely Boreham Woods closer to taking an even bigger lead here than we are at getting back here anything. So need to do some changes. So definitely think we'll put in Oliver, so we'll put in Oliver instead of Alloy. Charles is tired, so we'll put in Stewart, who's not match fit, but we'll put him in nonetheless. And what more can we do? We could play Sean Gray here, and let's actually do that instead of Iverson. And we'll just shout here again, show some passion, and we'll hope that we made the right substitutions here. Chance here in the 72nd minute for Bassett Stewart with a shot, and he hit the top bar, and we are so close to getting closer, but we are not getting there, unfortunately. So after some super games, things are seeming like our luck is running out here. Another chance here in the 84th minute. The Haviland with the ball passes to Stewart. Stewart passes to Gray, to Stewart, and wide here to Haynes, to Ponticelli, out to Haynes again, and the cross now just outside the penalty area, and the ball back to Haynes. Haynes passes in to Gray, and the cross, yes, it's a cross to De Havilland on the ground, and it's a goal here for Bath City in the 84th minute, so still with a chance to be able to win this game even, but for now I think we'll settle of sorts if we manage to get a draw only. That is this is a start, of course, for this last few minutes, and we'll show some passion here, and 4 minutes to go, and yeah, don't really think we'll be able to get back here, unfortunately, but well, there's always a chance until the final whistle. And speaking of that, we are 10 seconds off from just that, so probably we will take our first loss here in a couple of games, and definitely this is a game that we should have won, but if we've been effective in this game, that's or in the last couple of games, that's definitely not the case here, and Boreham Woods then instead very effective. And the scoreline here after full time: Bath City versus Boreham Woods 1-2, shots 17-5, shots on target 62, and possession 63-37%. So overall our team doing nothing special at all really, and our strikers not really getting going, and I'd say that is the biggest problem here in this game. And also I'd say our defenders, I do believe it's Akinola or whoever it was that missed that first first chance in the second half. It was really terrible, and I don't know if there were, I don't remember now if there were any mistake in the first goal as well, but I do believe we made some costly mistakes in this game. Anyway, after that game, and now we are fourth in the league, 6 points off from the league leaders, unfortunately, so quite the way. And yeah, that will be everything for this episode, so remember to smash that like button if you have enjoyed the content. It's very much appreciated if you do just that, and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, if you want to, of course, so you don't miss out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.